start of day 17. It's 8:20. We already have 14 footings poured, all the brackets set. So now that we got this done, we can focus on getting the entire inside ready for concrete, which I want to get done in the next couple of weeks. So they can come in, pour the concrete inside and out here on the porch. So we got a lot of work to do, but we're off to a good start today. So if you guys have watched my channel for a while, you know whenever I do porch piers and I use wet set brackets, one, I know it is overkill, but if you think about it, for those of you who are really worried about uplift, you think about your porch is open, so the place that's going to get the most uplift is that porch when the wind comes up under. And so I like to use these wet set brackets, but I don't like my posts in the concrete. I don't set my post right down on the pier, because then when they pour the concrete, it comes around it. So what I did in the past is I'd set my pier, and then I would form up a box the size of the bracket so that my bracket could go down through that. It would fill up with concrete, and then they could pour it around. So on this one, we just went ahead, set our piers. I set my string line to where I wanted the bottom of my posts, and then I knew how high I wanted, which gave me the information I needed to know how high I need the bottom of my bracket off of this pier. So we just ripped some 2x6s so we could set them on each side of the form, and then we set our wet set bracket down on top until it hit this 2x6. That way our post will be above the finished concrete on the porch, so the concrete will come up to here. So after this cures, we'll backfill, and then the concrete will get poured and go up underneath the bracket and all around. And then I haven't had any problems with this. I think one on my porch, I had a little small crack come off the corner when I would box this in. So now it's going to be continuous through there, so I'm not going to have to worry about stress fractures coming off these corners. Whenever you have like a point on concrete, typically that is a weak point, so concrete will crack. Now this concrete will all go under there, less of that chance. We can make a relief cut right along the edge of this bracket, and I think it'll work out really well. So we did 10 of these. It saved us a ton of time, and it went really smooth. So as long as the rest of this process goes good, I think this is the way I'm going to do it from here on out. I've been thinking about this for a long time, but I just decided to try it on this one. Alright, it's day 18. We have all this brought up to kind of a rough grade. It's up to our piers where I want it. So now that we have this up to grade, plumbers can come in, do their rough-in plumbing. Electricians can come in, do their rough-in underground electric. I like to bring this all up to grade as close as I can prior to that, because once they start putting all their pipes in and everything else, it really limits your access with a skid steer. So if I have to add an inch over there, it's not that big a deal to shovel it, but if I have to add 4 or 5 inches, that is a big deal. So we'll get it really close, have those guys come in, and then after we'll come in, fine tune it, pack it again, and then we will do all our in-floor heat stuff. So today we're going to transition to the porch and start building that. Guys are taking the forms down, and we'll get the columns out and start marking them. Alright guys, so I'm basing everything off the finished grade in the house, so the finished floor height. So We're gonna drop the concrete down 2 inches below the door. So the concrete porch will sit 2 inches lower than the finished floor. And then I dropped it another 1.5 inches to where the bottom of the post is gonna be. So now I'm just, got my laser set 3.5 inches lower than the finished inside floor, so I can hit all these brackets and see if I need to add or subtract from my post to get them all the perfect height. Now, when the concrete guys come in, if they want to lower that up against the house another 1/2 inch, so they only have 1 inch of slope, that's up to them, but this is what I shoot for, and this gives them the ability to get the percentage of slope that they want. So that's what we're doing now, is I'm just marking all the brackets with whether I got to add or subtract a little from the posts. All right, so the posts we're using, customer wants 6x6 treated posts. They're gonna let them dry and then stain them, and then we're gonna do an A-frame as well. But we know that my ceiling height is 9 feet. I know that the brackets sit 3.5 inches lower, so my first mark is at 9, 3.5, and I know where that's gonna be the ceiling height. So my sub rafter is going to come across and sit on top of the post header right there. So that's where my post will get cut off. And then I'm making notches for my 2x6. We're doing a 2x6 double header, so each side of the post will get notched. So that's where the notch starts. And this is a storyboard or template, whatever you want to call it, so that I know all my posts are going to be the same. So all I have to do is get my post out, add or subtract the dimension that's on the bracket, line this template up with it, and then I can make my marks, and all my posts will be the same. So the first one is minus a 16th, so I have to drop my grade board a 16th below, or not my grade board, my template. Cash, why don't you go get the Sawzall with a wood blade?
Right.
Let's try to find the sharpest one. Yeah, I think we'll just center them, and they all should end up the same. Yeah, so let's do a quarter out on the back side, Jake.
Okay.
So just measure a quarter out. Form it. And that way they'll be kind of centered. Start with the bottom one.
Yep.
Right there?
Yep.
there?
Now you go up just a fuzz. Up. Right there.
How close are we to that, Mark?
We're just above it.
Right there. Alright. Should be
Flush out there. Should be good.
Yep. .81 3/16. And then just leave it like that. You're gonna have to. So it's got to go out, push out, Jake. Right there. Hold right. Keep it right there. Yep.
Yeah, it needs to go
out further.
Keep going. Oh, right there.
Right there.
Good. Hold on. Still good?
Yep.
Alright guys, so that's going to be a wrap on today's videos. We did these footings, got our posts in, headers, and I know y'all are going to have a lot of questions on this detail right there, but we will finish that up and show you how that all works out. The concrete porch is actually going to get poured through there, and the concrete will come up right to the bottom of that post. And I found it's a really good, quick and easy and strong way to do your porch posts and footings. I know some of you are going to disagree with me, but it is, and you'll see the finished product. And the thing I like about it is that porch gets poured through that, so you don't have cracks coming off the corners. But anyway, my day got cut short because I had to go pick up a new tool I bought, the bucket bunker. I'll give you a quick view of that, but we will do another video showing you all about what that tool is and what it does. And on our next video, we'll finish up framing this porch up. As always, we appreciate you watching. Hit that subscribe button, and we will catch you on the next video.